Good morning, good afternoon, good night to all of my Aries out there. This is for Aries or Aries cross watchers. You don't have to be an Aries to watch this. Every single person here is welcome. I actually have something for us before I even begin. I got a message. I actually got a poem, and that hasn't happened to me yet. I'm pretty sure I've never channeled a poem before I start a message for somebody. But I got one and I wrote it down. It's short, but you ready to hear it? And the poem is, oh, how you think so little of me. Oh, how you've thought so wrong. You thought of me as ignorant. I knew it was you all along. And the title of this message I heard, oh, how you underestimate me. It's very poetic. It seems, yeah, it's poetic. It's like you could write a poem about it. It's almost inspirational. I feel like some of you have been knocked down just time and time again, right? And it's almost become like just poetry in your life. It's almost become the wine that you don't consume anymore. It's almost become the get me up, the pick me up. It's become the protein to get you through your day. Like the negativity and the underestimation, whatever that is. It's just the constant overlooking you, the constant underestimation for who you are as a person. Your very character, your soul, is what drives you to create, and that's amazing. People have been sleeping on you. People feel as if you are one way when you are another. They've tried to create your own story for you. Your story for you. Other people have tried to create that. You know what I mean? Like completely making you who they want you to be. It's like I'm seeing a Barbie right now. I'm seeing a Barbie. I'm getting a visual of Barbie in a box. This is like an older Barbie, right? Like when I was a kid. Something about 20 years ago. Yeah, 20 years ago. There's this like Barbie in a box in an aisle in a grocery store. There's a lot of Barbies. It's like a Barbie aisle in my vision. And there's someone who walks down the aisle and they get this particular Barbie. They take the Barbie home and immediately undress the Barbie, change the Barbie's clothes, cut their hair, make them kind of like the Barbie movie almost, but not really. You didn't see that in the movie that came out, but I'm getting the visual here. Like you don't necessarily choose them. You stayed on the shelf, but someone chose you. They chose you. So they chose you as you were, and then they decided to make you the way that they wanted you as soon as they got you, because they felt like you were theirs to do that with. But if you were able to have a voice and a choice, then you might not have went with that person because maybe you didn't want your clothes changed. Maybe you didn't want to change. The moment this individual saw you on the shelf with everyone else, they saw you for the potential of what they wanted you to be. They never saw you for what you really were. They underestimated what was in the box. They looked at you and they saw a blank canvas, not realizing that maybe sometimes the canvas likes to be the canvas. You ever seen somebody just go buy, I'm seeing a painter here, go buy a canvas from like a store, Walmart, Target, wherever, even a Hobby Lobby, like one of those canvas, plain white canvases with the wood behind it, and they just put it on the wall like that. Not painting it, nothing, not doing anything to it. Being like, it's perfect the way that it is. It's like, what? It's so plain. It's so plain, and it's like you think it's plain, but imagine, has anyone else done this? Has anyone else done this? There's something very unique about the fact that it is the way that it is. No one else has taken one of these little canvases out of a plastic, you know, because they're usually in a plastic covering so they don't get messed up and dirty in the stores. And no one's just taking it and putting it straight on their wall without putting some sort of art on it, painting it, you know, taking it apart and making it something else. I mean, no one's ever just left it alone, because that's not what its purpose is it? It's like somebody has felt like they know your purpose more than you do, and they feel like they've been trying to make you something that you are not. It hasn't come out of your mouth that you want it to be this way. You've never said it. You were just the Barbie on the shelf, just being yourself. The Barbie on the shelf being yourself. And along comes a spider that sits down beside her and just decides to take you off that shelf and make you what they want you to be. And maybe they want you to be, you know, we talked about this yesterday, maybe they want you to be a certain sexuality, maybe they want you to be a certain race, maybe they want you to be a certain demographic. I don't know, it's like they've wanted a particular something for you and they didn't give you a chance or a choice or a voice and ask you what you wanted to be, you know? Because they're like, well, it's Barbie. Barbie doesn't talk. Barbie doesn't talk. You know what I mean? Now, of course, this is just a figure of speech. It's just a vision I'm getting. But this is you in a situation. Aries or Aries crosswatcher. You are the Barbie in a situation. And whoever this is that has purchased you, as in they feel as if you are their Barbie. And it could be anyone. And they could have any motive. This could be a person who really thought that you should be the way that they think you should be. And let's say this is someone who never purchased the Barbie. They just left it on the shelf. But then they go tell everyone else, like, oh, this Barbie does this. This Barbie, she may be in a box that says she's a doctor, but this Barbie, let me tell you, she's a streetwalker by night. Like, you know, it's like somebody had some sort of narrative for you because you couldn't talk yourself. So it was probably something done behind your back here. You know, you were made to be a specific way, like people were believing this because of a standard or a narrative other people have set for you. But it's like, no, actually I came this way. It's like you start talking. It's like Barbie starts talking, Barbie finds a voice. You know? Or maybe your expressions say everything. Maybe you still don't have a voice or you haven't really got to stand up for yourself yet. Not really. It's coming though. But there's something where your eyes say it all. It's like that look, you know, that mom look you get. You have that look. And people are going to see it. There's something here where people are going to realize, oh, how you have underestimated me. And how could you underestimate me? Because I feel like that's on you. It's not on me for you to underestimate me. I didn't lead you to believe or have the perspective of me that you had. I don't put that in your head. You chose to believe those things and want to believe those things. And when they didn't happen the way that you thought they would happen, you had a little hissy fit over there. No. Every day I can be what I want to be. You chose to want to take me home and make me this. You chose to not take me home and tell people I was this, whatever it is. But I haven't had a time or a chance yet. I haven't had a voice yet to tell you who I am. And maybe I am this way one day, and maybe I don't want to be that way tomorrow. But I'll choose what I want to be. Oh, how you think so little of me. And it's probably because Barbies are little. You got a human walking down an aisle and they see a Barbie. It's like they think they're bigger than you. They think they're better than you. Somebody here has underestimated you in a lot of ways. They thought you were small. They thought you were meek and weak and you couldn't stand up for yourself. They thought that you were, they must be this way. This is how they are. They're just, you know. And I feel like you had a whole ass, like, could have even been documents on you. Like, this is how so-and-so is. And it's like, no. Mm-mm. Maybe you don't even resonate with the box you're in anymore. Not only do you not resonate with the humans around you, but you don't resonate with the box that you're in anymore, and you want to change it. Maybe you don't want to just be that blank canvas. Maybe you want to do something else, but maybe it doesn't align with anybody else's idea of what you should be. And so you say, oh, how you think so little of me. Oh, how you've thought so wrong. You thought of me as ignorant. I knew it was you all along. It's like trying to change your identity, trying to make you be something that you're not, to fit what they wanted. Some of them it was cruel intention. Some people tried to make you in a certain light where other people would see you in a certain way so that they could, like, they would still call you Barbie, they would still address you as your name, even though they'd be changing your clothes, even though they would be making up a whole story about you. It's like playing Barbies. Someone's been playing Barbies with you, but on the outside. Okay, they've been playing Barbies with your spirit. They've been playing Barbies in a little group of people, you know, making up this whole little story about you, like Dungeons and Dragonings your ass, okay? Making you as a whole little thing, and it's like, what? But then they're still calling you Barbie by your name. And it's like, are you trying to confuse my identity here? You trying to make me something I'm not? If I haven't verbally said this myself, you know, it ain't happening. So, you know, it's like they've tried to create you for what they wanted you to be. They thought they could strip you of your title, but still call you your title. Like, you know what I mean? Like maybe you were a doctor in your little Barbie case, and they took the doctor clothes off you and put, I don't know, like, you know, I'm seeing, what's that called? Pretty Woman. They put you in a Pretty Woman outfit and set you on the side of the street. okay? Because they want to take you out of whatever you're in and put you in another light because they want people to see you in that light. But see, you see it now. They thought you were ignorant. They thought you wouldn't understand that's what they were doing. But you saw it. You're not as little and as dumb as they think you are. You're not as stupid and as blind as they think you are. You've had people who think that they're a lot bigger and better and more violent than you and scary because they have all this power to manipulate energy. That's not brilliance, and that's not integrity, and that's definitely not strength. That's weakness. When you have to change something instead of accept it for as it is to fit whatever agenda you want, that's weakness, honey. That's weakness. Would the people who tried to change you and make you and fit a narrative that they wanted, would they like it if you did that to them? Anybody who's done whatever they're doing behind your back and against you, would they like if you did that to them? Made up a whole ass thing about them. You know what I mean? Talking as if, yeah, like you really know who they are when you don't. You just see them in a box. And so you decide, I want to do this with them. I think they're actually this way. You know? Let's say some of you were Barbie in a box and you had a husband and a little, what's the bit, Kelly? Is that the little baby Barbie? Or something, or maybe that's the sister, I don't know, Stephanie. But it's like, let's say there's a family Barbie and you've got like a Barbie Ken and you got Barbie and a little, I'm just seeing another vision. And then you have someone walk down the aisle and they're like, that Barbie, she's actually a lesbian. She has a husband by her, but she's actually a lesbian. It's like, but did Barbie ever say that she was a lesbian? How do we know? Barbie may have been a lesbian, but right now in the box, she got a man. So why do you got to go fucking up what she's got going on? Because you're unhappy, because you want her to be what you want her to be. You need to focus on you. What box did you just come out of, honey? Because you need to go back in it and fucking work on yourself a little bit. Because this person right here, this Barbie, is just doing Barbie. Who gives a shit? Maybe you walk down the aisle next week and Barbie decides she wants to be standing alone. Maybe she done send her kid off to college. You don't know. Why do you want to change a Barbie? Like, you know what I'm saying? I don't know. I feel like people have done nothing but try to change you or make you how they wanted you to be, whether positive, like they didn't mean bad by it. But it's like, no, that's not who I am. Stop. Stop thinking you know where I fit in your life and we have this like, what? And stop trying to make me your enemy if I'm not. Leave me the fuck alone. I didn't ask you to come down my aisle. You know what I mean? And then you got people that mean it for malicious reasons. People who will try. Like they literally just cannot handle you being yourself, having your own personality. Like they have to try to ruin it. And they feel like you ain't gonna have it, like, especially if they have more of a posse or the more people they have supporting them, you know? They feel more powerful because they think they're bigger than you. After all, they're here in the aisle and you're just on one shelf, right? So you've had people who have definitely underestimated your intelligence. But I would actually have to say that if you are an Aries or an Aries cross watcher here and this resonates for you, Barbie is actually probably the smartest, most intelligent toy that's ever been invented. And it's interesting that I'm getting this when the Barbie movie just came out because, you know, it was hyped up and then you didn't really talk about what happened in it. But I think it was one of the most brilliant movies ever made, actually, because it's the truth. But nobody wanted to talk about the truth after it was out. They wanted a certain ending, and when they didn't get that ending, people didn't want to talk about it anymore. I happen to love the ending of the Barbie movie. I love it. I think it's realistic. But nobody talked about it after that because it was like, oh, that's not what we wanted. You know, it's not what we wanted. We wanted this. And it's like, I'm sorry to disappoint you, but maybe Barbie isn't for you anymore. Maybe you should take up Ninja Turtles. Okay, if you don't like Barbie, get out of the Barbie aisle. It's simple. Go somewhere else if you don't like Barbie. You know? The people in your life have not accepted you truly for who you are. They've wanted a certain outcome with you or for you, whether it was malicious or whether it was like they, you know, they were a little, they may have just been like a little obsessive. Like they couldn't take no for an answer. They thought you always had to be in each other's lives or something. But they couldn't just let you, they couldn't just love you for who you are and leave you alone. People don't want to love you for who you are and leave you alone. let you grow as yourself and decide to be who you want to be on your own time, blah, blah, blah. No, they want to play dress up. They want to change you. They want to take you in and make you this way. And then when they can't, when they lose control and they realize that you don't want these things, then they turn everybody else against you and they want to take them down and trot them down your aisle, like parade them, literally parade them down your aisle, take them over to your place, to your, wherever you are, minding your own fucking business, could be on the internet. And they bring all these people like, look at this Barbie, look at this Barbie is blah, 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 blah. And it's like, whoa. If I'm putting on a show for all you guys, like, I hope Barbie's gonna get a check for this, okay? I hope Barbie's getting a fucking check for this, because y'all got something to fucking say, but where's the pay? Okay, anyway. Oh, that rhymed. So Aries or Aries cross-watcher, you are saying, oh, how you underestimate me. And that's this message for today. You're gonna give people an ending that they were not expecting because they were underestimating you and your abilities and who you are. They thought of you as weak. They thought of you as little, and they still do right now currently, but they're gonna be in for a rude awakening. And the biggest rude awakening is that they thought you were stupid. Like, really, they thought you were stupid as fuck. And you saw the whole time who they are. See, that's the thing about Aries, especially Aries, is because we are the children of the zodiac, we're also the leaders, okay? And so children can see shit that a lot of times adults cannot see because people underestimate us. They think we're dumb. They think we're dumb because we do have a childlike personality, right? Sometimes we can tend to be what people call like impatient or brash, or, you know, we just don't talk like, even when we're adults, people think that we're one way, and it's like, I really wouldn't underestimate a fucking Aries. I would never underestimate an Aries because you don't know what they're gonna do. Children will shock the fuck out of you. They'll shock the fuck out of you. You never know what they're gonna do, what they're gonna say, and believe it or not, they're a lot less programmed than we are, okay? So you as the childlike in the zodiac, you've definitely been thought of as the weaker, as stupid, non-intelligent, and not about to do shit. And you have your ways. You have your ways. I think a big, huge thing here is what people are going to respect about you, Aries, or maybe they already do, especially the other Barbies like you, Barbies, Kens, whoever, whatever you want to call them. There are other people like you in the world who don't want to be told who they are. You guys pave the way. You're the beginning. You're the new year of the zodiac. You started off. So you're like the leader, as childish as you are. We don't like children, right? We say they're childish, but it's like, well, if the child didn't start it off, where would y'all come from? You gotta have somebody who has a personality to do it. All y'all too fucking scared to do it, but we jump. And then when we do something that we had the balls to do, y'all don't like it, and then you want to say, oh no, this is how Aries is, and it's like, you're not gonna tell me who I am. No. Especially when I started this fucking shit. No. Go down another aisle. Alright guys, I love you so much. Thank you for being here, and I'll talk to you later.